look who it is on the brown couch. Make some noise for Arrow from Starcrawler. Yeah, baby. I got to say, new album, She Said.
Thank you.
For Starcrawler and She Said. So good, Arrow. You got to be proud of it.
I am. Yeah.
This was in lockdown, right?
Yes,
This is when this thing came together. And having that time stood still must have just allowed you to think back through all that experience that you'd previously been through on the last two.
Once it kind of started to come back and kind of got adjusted to that new way of living, you know, we started writing, but it was still like heavy lockdown, so Henry would come to my window like Romeo and Juliet, and we'd write through the window.
What, like, kind of like Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Except I don't live on like a...
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, but no, I mean, he would come to my window and we would like write, you know, with masks, and then we would record the demo. He'd wire a mic through the window and we'd record vocals to the demos. So it's kind of, I mean, it's a pretty cool way of doing it. Yeah.
Roadkill's a banger.
Thank you.
Oh my God, what a banger. Live, has that thing been rocking?
It has, actually. You know, we first started playing it when we did that, we toured with My Chemical Romance. And we hadn't released it yet, or maybe it came out, I think, on that tour, but people didn't know it. Also, those fans didn't really know us yet, but it did definitely hit. Like when that song would come on, you'd see people like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And and now that we're playing it more, like it's definitely like a highlight of the shows.
I know we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago when we were together in Los Angeles, but that Primavera show in Barcelona, right?
Yeah.
On the date, like, it was kind of the day before the festival actually kicked in, and you guys were playing. And you went up there. Aaron had like these blood capsules in her mouth and like popped them in her mouth. It was like fake blood falling over her face, and the guys were just going mad on stage. And the whole crowd was just stood there, just like totally flabbergasted at what was going on stage. But like, I was loving it, and I could tell that you were loving it. And that you, in that moment, that's when you really come into your own as a band, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I like getting a reaction, I guess. From the get-go, I was like, I want to make a statement. Like the first show we played, I was in a hospital gown, like my ass showing out the flap and like barefoot, you know what I mean? I just want people to remember the show.
So let's talk Stranded as well.
Yeah.
Another banger off the album, another great tune. Talk us about the inception of Stranded.
Well, that one actually, Henry, who plays guitar, he wrote that song. And he was pretty much driving around aimlessly trying to find inspiration. And we've always co-wrote, or one person writes this and that, but it's always been us, and even like Tim and other members of the band too contribute to writing. So. Do
you bicker like siblings as well?
Yes and no. You'd think it would happen more often, but yeah, for sure. I mean,
God, you're just like the chillest band ever.
We kind of are.
Yeah. Guys, it's been such a pleasure having her on the show. Arrow from Starcrawler, everybody. Let's go.